You're listening to the Pillaging Podcast, companion podcast to PillagingJustForFun.com. That's PJ4F.com, the #1 podcast in Raider Nation. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode brought to you by DC4L Custom Tees. Check them out at DC4LCustomTees.com. It's time to pillage another podcast. I'm your host, Kenny Stapler. What's cracking, Che?
Oh, you already know. Chelas, baby. Chelas are cracking, baby.
Crack-a-lack.
Oh, yeah. All right. What's up, YouTube? What's up to all the people listening? If you guys ain't watching the live stream, you guys just listen, because Che's about to take you straight to what's happening right now. Lagunitas IPA, baby. Had to take it back to the old school. You know, there's a lot of fancy beers out there. Sometimes you just gotta go with Old Faithful, man. Lagunitas IPA.
This Old Faithful.
Old Faithful right here, bro.
I would say it's the one that started it all.
Yeah.
Arguably Sierra Nevada, maybe.
Well, yeah. I mean, when people think of pale ales, the first one they probably ever tasted was the Sierra Nevada.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the green label.
Yeah, that green can.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, this is Old Faithful though. Like you're just like at the store and you don't know what to pick up. You see that little 12er of Lagunitas IPA, and you say, "Hey, you know what? That's on sale today. That's what's coming home with me."
That white label.
That's it, bro.
Yeah,
that's it. You know that little puppy dog on there. That little puppy dog's on there. You see that little pup right there, and you say, "Hey, this one's got to come home with me."
Yeah,
you know.
That's it. Taking them in. That's not the only thing on sale. We got some new shirts on sale over at DC4L Custom Tees.
Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Give them a good look.
Those of you on the YouTube stream, I'm wearing the new Distressed logo.
Ooh.
Because we are a distressed fan base right now. We also got the clean Pillaging podcast banner logo.
Yeah,
which is the one with just the script and the pirate sword underneath.
Yeah,
very clean look.
Yep. Got
some zip ups over there, some hoodies.
There is, man.
Them pullover hoodies.
Yep.
Stay warm.
Yeah, it's cold out there, man.
It's a cold world.
It's getting a little cold. You know, these next few tailgates, it might be a little cold. You know, you might need to put some layers on, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
Why
put
not?
a Pillaging podcast hoodie on underneath your jersey, bro.
And one of our newer followers, Tiger Wood, is his name. WOULD. I wish a Tiger would.
I wish a Tiger would.
Would be a better handle. But he made a valid point, and he said he didn't want to give any more money to the team, considering the performance right now.
I feel you.
I feel that too.
I feel you.
But this money goes to the creators.
Yeah.
Namely Dan over at DC4L Custom Tees.
Yeah.
We get a little slice of that.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so, you know, if your team's letting you down, bro, your favorite podcast ain't going to let you down.
No, hell no. We undefeated. We stay undefeated, bro.
So stay warm.
You already know.
And rep your favorite podcast.
Yeah.
We don't take L's over here.
Hell no. 0 L's.
0 L's, man. We undefeated for the season, bro. Also, stay tuned because we got your NFLshop.com Cyber Monday code. If you're listening to this on Tuesday, you missed out. But DC4L's doing a little, he's doing a sale too, you said, right?
Yeah. So DC4L's got a little sale that he's going to keep going. He said it was a Thanksgiving thing that he had going on, special more than like a sale. It was spend $50 and then you get a t-shirt of your choice for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
yeah,
go hit that up before it runs out, bro.
You get yourself a little combo sweatshirt, t-shirt, get a free t-shirt.
Get another free t-shirt, bro.
You can cop that Just Win Ladies t-shirt.
There you go.
This is very nice.
There you go.
Don't be afraid to wear it if you're a man too.
Yeah, man.
Because you know what? If you're wearing that shirt, female Raider fans are going to come up to you and be like, "What is that?"
There you go.
Icebreaker.
There you go. Even more so, you can just go ahead and get them 3 Raider Podcast Network hitters, bro.
Oh,
you know?
3? Did you say 3?
I said 3.
That's right. We have another announcement. There's a new show on the network. This is not Sean's new show. Sean is waiting in the wings. He's on vacation. When he gets back, we're going to take care of him. We're going to get him a new co-host. He's going to be back up on the air. But for now, Raiders Podcast Network and the Pillaging Podcast, very proud to announce our new partner, Raider Cody.
Yeah, boy.
Raider Cody's new kid on the block.
There you go.
As far as the podcast game.
Oh.
Don't go there, bro. But Cody is hanging tough, man. He's hanging in there. as are we, as are our ladies, Angria, and Jenny.
Yep.
But Radio Cody, new on the block for podcasts. He's just put out his 3rd episode. By the time you're hearing this, you may want to go check out his 4th episode.
There you go.
Cody's good, man. It's a one-man show right now. It's a good show. Cody hails from like the Fresno area, Tulare County.
Yeah.
And we're happy to join up with them, man. The guy's hella cool on Twitter. We've had like a sort of a social media relationship.
There you go.
For a while, and we're happy to bring him on board. We saw him doing his thing. We are like, draft pick. So we are happy to take Raider Cody in the first round, and welcome to the family. Cody will be joining the show tonight, probably sometime here in the first hour once we get through this first segment.
Oh yeah,
and I'm excited for that, man.
That's what's up. Like I said, go get them 3 shirts, yo. You get the first 2, you get that Pillaging, that Just Win, and then you get that Raider Cody.
And I'm telling you that
for freezies.
That Just Win lady, you're a shy boy. You're a shy boy, and you don't know how to talk to women. Get that Just Win lady shirt.
There you go.
Now you're in the conversation.
Yeah.
Because some girls can come up to you and be, what is that? Well, let me tell you something, baby. And you're gonna have to, now you swerve.
Yeah. Swerve.
Drink
a couple of these, you'll be swerving real strong, bro.
Get a couple puppies in you. Get that Just Win ladies hitter strapped on.
There you go.
On your back. Just to be clear, no misunderstandings.
Oh man.
And you'll be straight.
Mm-hmm,
You'll be straight. So welcome to the network, Cody. We'll be talking to you shortly. Oakland started out with a crisp 12-play, 6-minute drive that resulted in a Doug Martin touchdown.
Yeah.
Very nice way to start the game.
It was.
So far this year, our scripted drive, our opening drive has been pretty well.
It started off that wet, right? Early in the season, we were pretty strong in the first drive. Opening drive was always a guaranteed score, right?
3 or 7.
And then it kind of went south for a while.
Yeah.
And now we're back there again.
So yeah, I mean, in fact, all through the first half, the offense looked decent. Carr was poised and deliberate in his throws, and the line blocked really well.
It held up, yeah.
It held up pretty good. Colton Miller had a good day today in that first half, looking pretty good. Parker struggled, I would say, throughout the game, but even still in the first half, Carr was pretty clean.
Yeah.
You saw some, I want to call it miscommunication or just timing issues with Carr and Aitman.
Yeah.
Our man, 88 man. If you're somebody that has a hard time remembering the numbers of players, Aitman is a blessing.
There you go.
Because his number's 88.
It's 88 man.
You can't forget that. It's very simple.
It's simple, bro. 88 bro.
But a couple overthrows there. Aitman with a couple drops,
yeah.
key drops, 3rd down drops.
Yep.
But they're working the kid in. We saw Hatcher. I think he had 1 target, 1 catch for like 7 yards or something. So
yeah,
not a surprise.
No, not at all. Not at all. Unfortunately, but
yeah. Also early in the game, we saw Morrow with the spy assignment.
Yeah,
spying down Lamar Jackson,
which is smart, right? Morrow's are hands down probably the fastest linebacker we have, right?
Yeah,
so that makes sense. I like they were making some smart coaching decisions there, bro.
Amazingly,
right?
Yeah,
that was nice. It was nice to see for a change.
Comes down like a missile, sacks Jackson.
Yeah,
so it was a good start to the game.
It was a good start. Good half.
Gilchrist was penalized while Oakland was on offense. Wasn't really penalized. It was just a mistake and an announcement by the ref.
There was amongst a lot of mistakes on announcement, right? The announcers of this game sucked. They were garbage, bro.
Doo-doo.
Oh my God, man.
Real doo-doo.
At one point they called Cook, Derek Cook, I think. Yeah. Derek Cook. I was like,
Not to be confused with his brother David Cook.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. It's a new
where the fuck are you guys from, bro? You guys even watch football?
I don't know.
Damn,
I don't think so. But if you had Derek Cook on your fantasy team, that's just a little clarification there. Ravens cashed in a 70-yard kick return in which there was a clear hold on the play. Did you see the grab?
I saw it.
Handful of jersey.
But bro, come on, man. We see it. We see so many penalties that should be called that are super blatant and that should be very obvious. Usually, when you see it, there's a referee standing right next to it. and we never get the call. So this is just life as a Raider fan, bro. Let's just move on. This is what happens to us, bro.
That's what it is.
This is what happens, bro.
I've always said you're a Raider. You're going to get penalized. You got to play through it. Some of our best years, we've been the most penalized team. But it angers me when you give up a score on a missed penalty like that.
Right.
That's because you can't play through that. It's over now. Right. I mean, to come back and have to score through it, that's a different story. So frustrating. Saw it in the slow-mo replay. The announcers made no mention of it at all.
No.
So they were too busy looking up Derek Cook's stat sheet.
Cook's, yeah.
Where did that go? Where's that? Should have some.
Pull up his player profile, please.
Should have some rustling paper sound effect right now. I have a fax. That's my best Rush Limbaugh there. Yeah. Carr got no help downfield and struggled getting into the rhythm with 88 men, as we mentioned. He tried to get a ball downfield.
Yeah.
A couple of them could have been placed a little bit better, but you getting hit in the shoulder pads, got to come down with something, man.
Yeah.
So
you got to make those catches, man.
Yeah.
You got to make those catches. It's okay. This is learning. This is learning for the young guy, man.
But
the young guy's going to get there.
It showed that with time, Carr can be creative. He made some moves around the pocket.
Yes, he did.
And he tried to push the ball downfield when the time was there.
Yeah.
And sometimes it just wasn't there.
Yeah.
So
amongst other things, I don't know if you guys saw it on the Twitter feed, but somebody got a great slow motion snapshot of Carr throwing a lead block for Seth Roberts, man. That was kind of nice. And now everybody out there that claims this guy is too afraid or doesn't want to win and all this kind of stuff, like it was nice to see that for a change.
That was nice.
I mean?
That was gritty.
Yeah.
That was gritty.
Yeah.
Bobby Wasabi reminding me of the announcing crew. Also, Jalen Richard again. Richard. Richard. WNBC. Jalen Richard. Yeah, they need to work on that. It's just for Shard. It's nice for short.
Real short. Yeah. Nice, short and sweet.
Also, 88 men. I gotta call you out, 88 men. You let Suggs score a touchdown, bro.
Yeah. What's up with that, bro? You're a receiver. He's a linebacker / defensive end, and he outrang you, bro. That's not okay. That don't fly over here, bro.
we know, the 6'4" 8 men, not the speedster. No excuse there.
Yeah, come on, man.
Now, will he be able to bring him down? That I don't know. But get in his way, trip him up, fall down, do something.
You run and you dive for the legs, bro.
Sweep the leg.
Now, if you caught up to him, you dive at his legs, and he breaks through your tackle. I mean, you're not a defensive player. You're a receiver, right? So we're just hoping that you trip him up, at least.
The trash can namesake, Reggie Nelson, the walking dumpster fire. Making his bid for the 2019 Pro Bowl.
Padding them stats.
2018 Pro Bowl. Yeah.
Got to pad them stats, though.
Got that pick.
Hey, somebody posted on Twitter also that he leads the league in interceptions since I don't know what, or maybe for his age or whatever.
Amongst all active players.
Among all active players. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Well,
don't do that.
He had that monster year before joining us. And, so, and then, the rest of the story.
Yeah.
The rest of the story.
Yeah.
Also, a Carl Joseph sighting. KJ with the big hit in the third quarter. KJ got heavy minutes today. Nice rotation with KJ in there. Could it be that this staff is finally learning how to use this kid? He was a missile all day. A lot of safety blitz, as Angry pointed out early in the chat.
Yeah.
As we were watching the game together. Cyber.
Right.
Watching the game together.
Right.
So KJ being used as the hitman that he is.
Yeah.
So let's keep it up.
How he should be.
And Gruden had the comment last week that he's finally coming around, sniffing out plays. And so it seems like they're warming up to him. Hopefully KJ will be around next year. I don't think he's the answer at safety, but he's a utility guy that has value.
Yeah.
As long as you're using him in his role.
Yeah, right.
Don't get rid of him.
Use him to his strengths, man.
No.
Use it to his strengths.
Design
it around him.
You're not going to get the first round pick back for him.
Right.
So at this point,
right.
Roll with it. Lean into it, man. We still can't stop the run, bro.
No.
We still fold like a lawn chair in the fourth quarter, bro. There you go.
Put it away.
You read my mind.
Put it in the van, bro. Put it in the side slot in the van. The tailgate's done.
That's
the
where
lawn chair goes away. Tailgate's done.
By the way, that's where the chairs actually go in our van. Just so you guys know. Like, what's Che talking about? They go on the side.
That's where they go.
Yeah.
On the side, bro.
Next week, man. Are you ready?
I'm fucking ready. I'm always ready. Come on, man.
I'm excited.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Keep this undefeated record going on the tailgate, bro.
Yeah. Last but not least, Michael Crabtree. Your Michael Crabtree. 'Cause I know a lot of you guys, big fans.
Yeah.
So sad to see him go. You know where I stand.
Mm-hmm.
Found the end zone on a quick slant. Headline, I wouldn't say headline, but it was like the lead-in to a video segment, post-game segment.
Right.
Michael Crabtree burns former team.
Yeah.
More after the break.
Yeah.
Put a pin in that because we're going to talk about that later. We're going to keep it real.
Yeah, let's keep it real with that.
With Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, that's a good topic to go on.
I've been quiet. I'm going to stop being quiet.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Because I got a lot to say. I got something to say for Jordy Nelson, too.
There you go.
Because it's not an either-or argument.
It's not. It's not.
All right.
Can't disagree with that.
I'm going to leave that right where it is.
Yeah.
Fact.
That's right, everybody. It's time for Silver and Black Facts, brought to you every week by Pro Football Focus. Make sure you follow PFF_Raiders on Twitter for all their stats and Silver and Black insight. Shout out to Mike over there for hooking me up with stats every week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because of the timing of our show and the timing of their research, we don't get their stats for our show anymore. But segment's still sponsored by you.
Yeah, hell yeah. You got to keep it all in the family, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And usually I run the stats from the previous week if they're relevant to this week. This week, they're not.
Yeah.
They're just not. I kind of warned you about that last week.
Yeah.
Told you all to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I got some stats regardless. Let's go into the game stats here. Raiders surrender 242 yards rushing and a 17-34 loss against the Baltimore Ravens today, giving up 13 rushing first downs.
Fact.
Trece.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Everybody should get the 3 dots tattooed on them.
No, don't do that.
I'm playing.
Don't do that.
I'm playing. Don't show up at my house. I'm not about that life.
No.
Yeah, man. Rough one. A lot of yards on the ground. A lot of yards.
Too many.
Too many.
Fact.
On the flip side, the Raiders ran the ball just 19 times for 67 yards, with 11 of those attempts going to Martin, who rushed for just 55 yards and 1 touchdown, but still looked pretty crisp out there today.
Yeah, man, but listen, break that down. 11 carries for 55 yards.
5.5.
5.5, bro. That's money, dog. That's money. He looked good. He looked energized. He looked young.
Yeah.
He looked young. He was moving. He was breaking some tackles, gaining some extra inches.
Yep.
It was good. I liked what I saw out of Doug, man.
I'm sorry.
Dougie Doug, man.
That's more like 5 yards carry, not 5.5.
There you go.
But, there's a lot of folks out there that want to sign Le'Veon Bell in the offseason. I'm not disputing the fact that Bell is a major asset to any team he lands with.
Right.
Guy's immensely talented. Do I want Bell on my squad? Yeah. Who does not want Bell on their squad? But
right.
Again, I got to step back from what I want and what I think might happen on Madden franchise.
Yeah.
and really think about what's really going to happen in the real life franchise.
Right.
I think it's unlikely that we sign Bell. You got a guy like Martin. You bring him back one more year. You continue to search for a younger dude. I know y'all have Chris Warren III in the Hall of Fame, so maybe he's the cat. You were big on him. What happened to him? Now you want to sign Bell. So, and maybe not. Maybe there's another dude out there, that's going to be available this offseason. We've talked about some of those names already, but I just don't think we hitch our wagon to that kind of a contract. I mean, If you do, then you kind of look foolish for not re-signing Mack because Bell's going to get that money. He's going to get quarterback money.
Right.
So, I mean, I wouldn't be completely shocked if we signed him, but I'd say it's more likely we don't.
Right.
I don't know where I was going with that. But, Martin. He's got some gas left, man.
Yeah, he's got a little gas, man.
So,
he's got a little gas.
And you got Richard to change of pace, and Washington fighting hard, man. A lot of effort out of Washington still. So I like a running back stable, man. And I'm down to see what Warren III can do, in the regular season. I'm down to give him a shot, too, if there's room on this roster. So.
Right.
I'm not really. I'm not trying to fork over big money for a running back, and I think that this organization has shown that they're really not either. So we'll see. What do you think about that?
I agree. I like you said, the point that you made is that if we weren't willing to give Mac that kind of money, right? We weren't willing to go over the 20 million range to Mac, then I doubt that we'll see that see them give that to Bell, because Bell's talking about like setting a new standard, right? As far as like how much he's going to get paid as a running back.
Yeah.
Right? And people ain't trying to hear that.
Nah.
People ain't trying to hear that. And you know what? I'm all for a player getting his money, especially when he deserves it. The dude's, without a doubt, top 2 running backs in the league, right? We've seen it. His work speaks for itself. But again, you look over at all the other teams, man, and they got a bunch of running backs working on rookie contracts, right?
Yeah.
And you can probably get yourself one like that too.
Yeah.
So you got to be smart with your money as a franchise. You got to look towards the future. And that's what John's here, and that's what he's doing. I know some of you guys don't want to hear that, right? You guys think that's bullshit. But that's what he's doing. They're trying to lay down some foundation. You don't do that by throwing a whole shitload of money at one guy. That's just not how it's done.
And look around the league. Yeah. There's a lot of young, productive backs. Not a lot of young, dominant backs, which Bell is. We talk about Bell. A lot of people talk about Bell like he's an older guy. He's not that old.
No, he's young cat.
No, he's got a lot of miles on him. I'll give him that. But and he's dominant. But you can still get productivity. You can get a young, productive back. And I think we'd rather run by committee because it's it's a punishing league, and this is a punishing style offense. Bell's only going to get more and more miles on him. So I'm not talking us out of Bell. If we sign him, I'm going to be excited, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to be thinking about all the possibilities.
Of course.
And all that, but I'm just saying, don't let the wind out of your sails if we don't,
right?
Because I like what we have with Martin, and I think there's other opportunities out there coming our way. So
yeah, definitely, man.
Spend a little more time on that. We wanted to, but I think we needed to talk about that.
Yeah, definitely.
It's kind of been it's been a topic.
Yeah,
so we talk about topics. We're a topical show.
That's what we are.
I'm fired up right now, man. I'm high off that coffee and that pecan pie.
There you go, pecan pie. Your boy Kenny over here hooked it up with a slice of that pecan pie right before we got on the air.
That chocolate bourbon.
I saw some people talking about, I don't know if you pay attention a lot to Twitter, bro, but Twitter be having some funny ass feeds, bro. And they have there was one out there talking about pecan pie. Like people were just like, this is fucking garbage. They're like, this is the worst 3 words you've ever heard. We've got pecan pie or something.
Pecan pie is fire, man. If you don't get it, it's really sweet. It's really rich. My pecan pie is extra rich. It's got chocolate in it. It's got bourbon in it.
I think it just depends on how it's made and where you're getting your pecan pie from. Now, if you go to fucking Walmart and you get yourself a pecan pie, you're probably going to be pretty fucking disappointed with it.
Dirty.
Right?
But if you're not drinking your pecan pie with a strong cup of coffee to cut through that sweetness,
there you go.
Your teeth are going to chatter.
You got to have something that's not sweet, right? To cut it. Something that's bitter.
Yeah.
Strong.
Like
strong.
strong.
You got to get that coffee, man.
Yeah, they're meant to go together. Coffee and pie, first of all, just meant to go together. Anyways, but yeah, I'm jacked up off of that. There's a lot of syrup, a lot of corn syrup.
Yeah.
Pretty jacked up. Let's continue on.
Yeah.
Derek Carr was sacked 3 more times, bringing his season total, I believe, to 35. He was sacked a total of 20 times last season. 20 times. I thought that number was higher, but when I looked today,
I thought it was higher too.
It was only 20.
But you know what? I think it felt higher considering the fact that the season before he never even fucking got touched, man. Like the guy got sacked maybe 10 times in 2016. So, anything after that feels like a shitload, right?
Yeah, I think we had like in 2016 the least sacks, least pressures allowed in the league. So definitely a stark contrast to 2016, just like everything else. But Derek, man, stood in there, saw Jared Cook's comments after the game talking about every time Derek stands in there and takes a hit, he's, to me, taking a W. He's a man, and he's absorbing a lot of punishment, and he gets up like a pro, and he steps in there and he does it again.
Right.
So he's earning a lot of credit with his teammates, and Derek Cook especially.
And that's what matters, right? Because at the end of the day, all the critics, everybody else that's out here talking shit about him ain't sharing the locker room with him and ain't taking the field with him. If the teammates that he has that share that locker room are behind him and they're with the guy and they see what this guy's made of, then that just votes well. That just bodes well for us as a team, right? That means the future is bright, right? And we'll just leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that.
Jared Cook, man. Let me just say, Jared Cook. My lady, she doesn't watch a lot of football.
Yeah,
and we were watching. She stayed for the first half of the game today, and she's like, "Oh, who's that? I mean, he's really big. He's really tall." I was like, oh, "That's Jared Cook." What? Why don't you go in the kitchen and give me another cup of coffee?
You get a little too happy. Or Jared Cook over here.
Why don't you just go pour me another cup of coffee?
You know what, honey? You don't have to worry about that. This is irrelevant. Just, how about, can you give me some coffee? Because I'm kind of low right now.
I could take another slice of pie. Since you was up. No, I'm just playing. But I mean, I'm just saying, he jumps off the screen. Even if someone that's not watching football is watching this guy make plays.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Wow, this guy's really good." And I'm like,
yeah.
The coffee is getting cold. Raiders continue to struggle on third down, converting just 3 of 13 third down conversions.
Yeah, no bueno.
And I think the Ravens were 8 for 13. There's a number again.
Mm-hmm.
Just 250 yards total offense today versus the 416 the defense allowed. That's not going to get it done. No,
not at all.
Afraid not. How many yards rushing did Lamar Jackson have today? Baltimore rushing 71 yards on 11 attempts.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
And your boy that you picked up in fantasy football, Gus Edwards, 23 carries, 118 yards. How'd that do for you?
Well, I didn't play him.
Oh, you didn't play him.
I didn't play him because I had Kamara going. I had who else did I play? I played Nick Chubb for the Browns, and then I played Ingram too. I have both the Saints running backs, but for some reason the Saints decided not to give the ball to any of their stars. Not to score any touchdowns with their stars this week. Drew Brees Drew Brees threw touchdowns to a bunch of nobodies, bro. Go check the stat line. He threw a bunch of touchdowns to a bunch of dudes nobody's ever fucking heard of, bro. Yeah. Everybody else got touchdowns, and all 3 of their star offensive players, their receiver, Thomas, Kamara, and Ingram, 0. They got none.
That's like me. That's like me halfway through my Madden season. I'm like, who needs some XP? Let's get these French players involved.
We got to get this guy. We got to develop these young guys right here. Get them some points right here. I need to get them some stats so I can, get their XP up, man.
This just in, breaking news. Raider Cody watching live right now. He's ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Raider Cody's on Baby Watch. Baby Watch 2018.
Yeah, it's serious, too.
I've
been through that.
Yeah.
You've been through that.
Yeah.
That's no joke, bro. Baby Watch is serious, dog.
Sitting around waiting for the bloody show, which is an interesting term.
All right, man.
He's going to come on and plug his show, or should I say mucus plug his show? Is that enough baby puns?
Yeah, that's enough.
Okay.
That's enough for now.
All right. Well, we're going to take a short break.
Yeah.
And if you still have the appetite, we ask you to come back after that break. Hang tight, and we'll have Raider Cody here on air.
Oh, yeah.
Cheer.
Peace.
And we're back, and we welcome to the show this week, Raider Podcast Network's newest edition, Raider Cody. How you doing, Raider Cody?
Man, I'm just full of mixed emotions right now, but I'm hanging in there, guys. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
Mixed emotions. How can you be mixed, man? I mean,
dude, man, with everything going on, I couldn't even tell you, man. You get pumped up one week, you feel good about things, like, we're going to build on this the rest of the season. And then here we go, man. I'm on Baby Watch. I got my wife telling me, she's getting Braxton Hicks. I feel like the baby's coming. Okay, so we're getting all excited. Then the Raiders take a loss. I'm like, come on, man. So it's just kind of going up and down a roller coaster. But, yeah, we're hanging in there, man. We're hanging in there.
Is it just me, or does Braxton Hicks sound like a third-day linebacker? Right?
It does, dude.
The first time I heard a man, I thought the same thing.
It's a tough guy right there, bro.
And in the 4th round, the Raiders select Penn State linebacker Braxton Hicks. The mighty Oakland Raiders.
Oh man, we might have found our guy.
Man.
We might have found our guy.
I always take a linebacker with a hyphenated last name every time. Every time. So Cody, man, let's talk a little bit about you, man. What made you get into podcasting? I turned around and one day, Raider Cody's got a podcast. I was like, I got to check this out. The dude's hella cool on Twitter. And sure enough, it translates to your show. It's a nice show. But what made you decide to turn on the microphone and start recording?
Man, I wish I had a smart answer for you, but we're 1-8 at the time, so I don't think I have any legitimate reason to give you anything. I just kind of, one day, man, I had someone just in my mentions like, you just need to fire up a podcast. I have too much of an opinion on Facebook. I can't get it all out. I see stuff. I see the way people talk, and it's hard to get your opinion across to people without it coming off wrong through a text. So it's kind of getting to the point to where, I get a lot of people hopping in my mentions, correcting things, and maybe I already meant it that way. And, I'm like, I have the ability. I got a, fancy little laptop. Let's see if we can fire up. So we just fired up a podcast and had some people. I probably got a dozen close followers that, if they're the only 12 people that listen to it, man, I'd keep doing it. That's I've been kind of rolling off them and picking up any critiques that I'm getting or anything I feel like I need to change. I'm taking it and rolling with it and trying to grow this thing into something I enjoy doing, basically. Yeah, and
you're a quick responder. Your first episode I listened to, pretty good, pretty damn good. Audio quality, a little shaky, nothing terrible. Yeah. And you bounce right back. Episode 2, audio quality better. Episode 3, even better. You got the sound drops in there. You got a guest in there. I'm waiting for episode 4. I can't wait. I'm glad to have it on the network. So basically, the team was 1-8. You saw the shit circus was setting up tents, and you were like, "Hold my beer, I'm going in."
Yep,
Gruden needs me.
I'm that dude that takes the knife to the gunfight, man. I'm telling you.
I'm going in. I got a baby on the way. I can't stand for this shit.
I'm telling you, man. It's rough, dude, but we're making strides. It's like you said, it's only been 3 episodes, man, and equipment keeps changing. Everything. I'm trying to get everything sounding as smooth as possible. You don't want to lose the people that are already listening to your show. And got fired up the website, man. Any questions on where to find me, anything, RaiderCody.com. Got it going. Feel pretty good about it. Call in questions, call in topics. Let's roll with it, man.
Yeah.
That's great, man. I like it. And I like the website, RaiderCody.com. We're going to get that linked on RaidersPodcast.com very soon, which is the hub for Raiders Podcast Network. And you can link to all the individual sites from there. And we'll be updating that site. It's tough right now. We've only got so many hands here in the network, but we're doing the best we can. We're very glad to have you on here, help you out with the promotions, and I'm here to help you out with any audio stuff that you have questions for. I consider myself a bit of a guru, but you're doing great.
Man, hey, for real.
You're doing.
I appreciate you guys. Let me jump in with you guys. Best in the business in my eyes. So
thank you.
No one better. I'd want to let me drag me under their wing a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, we appreciate that, bro.
We're just having a good time like you, Cody. But I have a question for you before we kind of dig a little bit deeper. I have a question for you because I know you do go in costume. You got your full regalia, your whole suit. And you touched on this, I believe, in your first episode. But for those folks that haven't listened in yet, can you give them some background on the inspiration for your outfit? Because I like the story you told. Do you mind resetting that for us?
Well, not a whole lot to it. It's just a matter of whenever I became a Raider fan, it was from my dad. My dad's kind of a real old school classic rock type guy. We rolled on Raider games, listening to AC/DC. Of course we got the Hells Bells going. The Raiders kind of, even though we're in Oakland, even though we got hip hop, even though we can't go a game without hearing some Tupac, we still got classic rock in there. You still got the hard rock, got the guitars playing, everything going on. And I've kind of themed that even into my show, but Slash, man. Slash is, even if you never even heard his music or heard him play, he's probably one of the most iconic guitarists or classic rock guys out there. Mm. So whenever I was throwing some stuff together, the top hat was a must. The dreads were a must.
There you go.
The mask, I couldn't give you a story on the mask. I just needed something kind of wild, and it just happened to work. And besides that, just, anything silver and black, throw on a bunch of chains, and, make sure the mask works, so we can still stick some chelas through it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
You got to make sure you take down those chelas, bro. Come on,
I'm telling you, man.
Very
That was
important.
step number one.
So fun stuff aside, Cody, you kind of touched on it at the beginning of the segment. You said mixed emotions. So I want to know, I got two questions. First question is, what did you see in today's game that gave you maybe the slightest hope of this team going forward? Not necessarily just in this season, but going forward. What did you see in the core of this team that maybe made you hopeful?
Well, I see finally our defense is maybe getting some solid starters out there where they're actually getting their reps in. Gary and Conley, I've been high on him since he's been drafted. I've been patient. And seeing him getting benched or seeing him getting rotated out a lot, it's been a bummer. But seeing him get in there, get some solid reps, solidify himself. Conley Island, man, that's a real thing. That's something I'm hopeful for.
Yeah.
Conley in the open field, man, I'm not really sure about yet, but it'll turn around. He'll develop. Working with guys like Rashawn Melvin, stuff like that. I see that coming along. Our young defensive line, they're starting to mesh a little bit. Arden Key, you'll see Arden Key out there. He's still kind of a one-trick pony, but for the most part, when he gets a chance and he knows it's going to be a passing play and he's going to be pass rushing, man, he comes out there. He's lightning, man. You see him, he looks kind of like a tall Von Miller out there kind of breaking off the line. He looks good. And then offensively, man, that's a tough one right there, but finally, we're seeing a little bit of is consistently inconsistent a word.
Sure.
I guess we've had 6 straight games now, no interceptions. On top of, you said last year, Derek Carr got sacked 20 times.
Mm-hmm.
And just in the last 6 games, man, he's been sacked 24 times. So it's kind of one of those things to see any sort of ball security or any sort of, besides, there's been a few fumbles. He's been, a little reckless with the ball. Our offense has been, for the most part, you see drop passes, maybe not giving their full effort. 8 men out there, man. He gets his hand on the ball most of the time and makes a good play, but I don't know, maybe just little butterflies a day, a couple drop passes. But I don't know. I'm seeing some consistency grow. I'm seeing Gruden finally letting these guys get the reps in and mesh a little bit and get a good core with our young guys.
Yeah.
So for the most part, I want to stay as hopeful as possible, but I still got there's a lot of football left, man. There's a lot of football left to make that kind of assumptions.
Absolutely. I mean, I guess what I saw this week in the first half, the offensive line finally playing some cohesive football. Yeah. At least through 2 quarters.
Yeah.
So that was good. What did you see, man? What did you see, Che?
I saw the same. Obviously, the first half and the second half were night and day, right? Especially the fourth quarter. It got out of hand quick. But yeah, there's definitely some building blocks, man. There's little things there that you can build off of. There was some strengths, like you said, the first drive, again, the hand scripted first drive, money again, right? We didn't see that for a few weeks, and now it's back to that. So hopefully we can consistently do that, right? Score on that first drive, and then build off of that, and maybe finish off a game, man. Maybe have some scoring late in games, which we're not used to seeing this season.
No, yeah, and that leads me into my next question, Cody. What did you see today? What was the most frustrating thing? There's a lot to pick from, but the most frustrating thing that you've been seeing going on that manifested also in today's game?
It's pretty much, man, exactly what Jay just said. It's we see out there, and we're in the top 4% in scoring offense on that first drive, and then what happens? We fade away a little bit. Even our defense gave us a good turnover right there on the opponent's 45 or 40-yard line, and we couldn't do nothing with it. I mean, given some shaky play calling or refereeing for Jared Cook, called back a big first down in the red zone. I mean, I get that. That hurts drives, and it hurts us a lot this year. But there's no excuse, man. I mean, at some point, you got to be able to save your play calling and be able to put these together in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure what the difference is, but it just seems like we get maybe too conservative. Maybe guys are getting gassed out. We don't have the rotation. Maybe our weapons. We really don't have enough. But exactly what Jay just said. It's just fourth quarter, man. That's where we want to see it. That's what we're used to.
Yeah, I mean, I think you nailed it. Cody, again, I know RaiderCody.com is the website. How can people find you on social media?
Pretty much Twitter, man. I'm all over Twitter at RaiderCody _. Got that ugly underscore on there because some goofus from 2014 doesn't want to delete his 2-follower Twitter account. So I got at RaiderCody _.
Damn.
Find me on there, RaiderCody.com. Links to everything. SoundCloud, got me on SoundCloud, Raider Cody Podcast. And just got going on iTunes a couple weeks ago.
There you go.
Pretty pumped about that. So same thing, Raider Cody Podcast.
Yeah.
That's great. We're going to work to get you on Spotify and Stitcher here too, hopefully soon. But for those of you on Android, definitely check them out on SoundCloud. And if you're on Apple, I think iTunes is probably the way to go. Apple Podcasts.
Yep. Hit that subscribe button, yo.
Yeah. Don't miss a beat of Raider Cody. You're going to want to stay informed. Everything Raiders Podcast Network. Our goal is to bring you at least 5 shows a week. So Monday through Friday, you're entertained.
Yeah.
You're entertained.
Yes,
Taking
sir.
over. We're taking over.
Maybe you listen to all 5 in one day. Maybe you just go heavy one day. That's on you, however you want to break it up. But yeah, man, Raider Cody, man, thanks again for joining us tonight. I know you got a lot on your hands, very busy. Baby Watch 2018 is in full effect.
Yes, sir.
Cody deep in the war room right now, waiting. Anything can happen. But man, again, thanks for coming on, and we wish you the best of luck. And make sure you guys tune in every week to the Raider Cody Podcast.
Yeah.
Cool, man. See you guys.
You take care, man.
See you, brother.
That's a good dude right there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We like Raider Cody.
Of course, man.
And he's fitting right in.
Oh yeah.
He's rolling with the punches in the chat.
Yep.
We're a surly bunch.
Yeah, there's some weird shit that gets said up in that chat, bro. Some weird shit going on in that chat. You know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I come back to it after a whole day of not being on it, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here right now?
He's like, you wild. Wow. Yeah, it goes down in the chat. But I think that's the other thing that we're looking for, not just talented folks, but people that fit the personality, right?
Yeah, of course, man.
You could assemble a roster full of the most talented players that don't get along and go nowhere.
It's true.
You know,
It's true.
or you can get a bunch of scrappy people like us. We're all scrappers.
Yeah.
But we get along in his family.
Yeah.
And it's good to see Cody fitting right into that family. So we are looking. We got another guy on our radar.
Oh yeah.
And we're just he's in development right now.
Remember, we got 2 number 1 draft picks.
We do.
2 number 1s this season, bro.
That's right. So we're looking to add another show to the network here shortly. No specific timeline on that, but stay tuned.
Yeah.
And definitely check out the Raider Cody podcast. And if you haven't already, I say it every week, check out Just Win Ladies. They're a fun group. And their audio quality's come a long way as well.
Yeah.
So if you checked them out very early and you were like, I can't hang, check them out again. I think that podcast sounds real nice.
Yeah.
And they're funny,
crispy.
man. They're
It's
fun.
crispy. Yeah, they got like I said, some funny shit that gets said.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might not understand it. Go back, listen to it.
Yeah.
Give it another shot.
And we're working on our Raiders Podcast Network Patreon account. So if you want to donate, we're working on how we're going to earmark those donations, what you're going to get for your donations.
Yeah.
So because if getting 3 badass podcasts a week isn't enough, I feel you. Everybody wants something for their money.
Yeah.
I do too. We're tight. It's a tough world that we live in. So we're working on that. Angry Trask is heading that up. I'm trying to help her out, but man, we all got our hands full right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, but we look to have all this new stuff up and running in a full swing in time for the draft this offseason. That's our goal right now. We're like on the same timeline as the Raiders right now.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
We got a lot of football left. Let's just have some fun with it, and let's be ready to go in time for the draft.
That's it, man.
So hang in there.
Looking forward to the future, bro.
And while we're on the topic of donations, I want to say thank you for those that donated last week. We're going to get a mention in our shout-outs.
Oh, yeah.
And we got another donation right now. If you're looking to donate to the show, anything helps. You can go to our profile on all of our social media or on our YouTube page. Click on the PayPal link. If you don't have PayPal, don't worry. You can just use your credit card. It is a secure transaction via the PayPal server. You could subscribe. We have a few people that subscribe. They do $1 a week, $4 a month, $5 a month.
There you go.
You'd be surprised when that adds up. That helps out.
Oh, yeah.
The donations we got last week pay for the distribution for the Pillaging podcast for another month.
Mm-hmm.
So the show keeps getting out to folks. So if there ever happens to be a time where we can't afford that, the show stops. It just ends.
We don't want that to happen.
Don't want that to happen.
No.
It's not free to put these shows out. So, we don't mind paying, but if there comes a time, just saying,
Yeah.
if you want to help out,
Yeah.
we appreciate that. So check us out. Anything you want to say before we take a break?
Nah, man. Let's hit this break, bro.
Let's hit the break. We'll listen to your calls. We'll come back and react to those calls. And I promise you, I think Raider Cain should be rejoining the show. He's very, very well rested after 3 weeks of sleep. Whatever you do, don't fall asleep. Freddy's out there, bro. He's going to get you.
Yeah, dude. No nightmares, bro. We don't want no more nightmares.
But no, kidding aside, Cain's actually had his hands full of personal stuff going on in the life. As we mentioned before, his niece lost everything in the campfire.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on there. Just trying to make light of it. Just trying to have fun with it. Trying to laugh. If you can't laugh, what can you do?
Right.
But we're excited here, Cain. Cain's always fired up. So we'll come back. We'll see you guys on the other side. And we out here.
Peace.
Go Raiders.
Hey fellas, hey Raider Nation, Kitty Che Cain, this is Pete back at it again. Just calling in to say, it's Friday, happy holidays to everybody in Raider Nation. I'm looking forward to the Sunday matchup. Got some notes I want to make about, lately, Gary and Conley and Carl Joseph seem to be playing well for the past couple of weeks. Almost as though they got, threatened to get traded. And kind of seeing some optimism. You can say that they've had good games against bad teams, but at the same time, that's what we need. If you're going to make your work, you should have good games against bad teams. So, you know what? I'm all for it. One more thing on the draft is, I'm just not getting too excited about anything right now, especially, with what I'm seeing from the Ed Oliver cat out of Houston. And what he's doing, we don't have anything on Bosa until the combine, so we gotta sit there and wait. But one thing I want to add on is the fact that my man that went full Alex Jones on Derek Carr last week, I kind of wanted to disagree with him. I really did. But I'll always defend Derek Carr. But my man comes out in the media and says, I want to ruin the draft. Man, get the fuck out of here. Don't ruin the draft. Just shut up, keep your job, man. We love having you around. We really do, but we need that pick, dude. What Dallas and fucking the Bears are doing. Come on now. Anyways, I'm just saying, looking forward to this, and we need to move the ball against this Ravens defense. We really do. I don't know that we're going to be able to contain Lamar Jackson, but we need to be able to move the ball. So that's all I got to say. Hope you guys are having a splendid holiday season, and we'll talk to you next week.
What up, guys? Jay, another damn heartbreaker right there. That was great watching a car get sacked a bajillion times. At least we had some turnovers on defense. Plus a couple of interceptions. That was nice. Yeah, car had his nice diet of cutting grass because that little line can't do a goddamn thing to save his life. One of those Raiders was here spitting water out of my mouth while we were speaking at my shit. That's all we can hear. Just hit the bottom of the fucking pool already. I'm tired and lazy. Pop out.
What up, Kenny? What up, Che? It's your boy, Bobby Wasabi. Little Browns, man, that my boy Mo Hurts got hurt. It's terrible, man. I mean, shit, dude, that guy has been doing a lot. He's been doing a lot for the inside, all them sacks, and I was hoping to see one this week, but, unfortunately he had to step out. He's getting double teamed, and I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but that D-line looked a hell of a lot different after Mo Hurts left. I mean, freaking Ravens were running wild, just all up in there, running back, and shit, it was just terrible. But speaking of running, at least there's something positive. Mr. Doug Martin, I offer an apology, sir. Been calling you the muscle squirrel for a minute. You are the muscle hamster, man. You're finally making it happen, dude. So apologies for that one right there. Another positive thing is that we had the 2 INTs. It was like we were playing volleyball out there, straight kid drills. So it was cool that, keeping an eye on the ball and picking up those INTs, turning them over the ball. So that was cool. We were able to do that. Speaking of of keeping an eye on the ball and, good hand-eye coordination. What's up with Mr. Cook? That was awesome. I mean, when DC got time, he can toss that ball down the field. And that's one thing that I noticed is that the O-line is actually starting to give him a lot more time. I mean, they still got a lot to improve. Colton Miller, he's still getting spun on, but, he hurt. But, Brandon Parker, what the hell's your excuse, man? Straight up playing like hashtag basura, dude, just terrible, man. That was just bad the way he was playing. I'm not really looking forward to next week to the KC game. That's gonna be it's gonna be pretty terrible. But hey, man, who knows? Hopefully we'll knock the catch up out of Kermit the Mayhems and something happen. Shit, gotta do something to make us happy too, But that's pretty much it. And check you guys out later. Peace.
And we're back. Let's respond to these calls, man.
Oh, yeah.
We had 3 calls, 2 solid calls, 1 indecipherable. But it's WAP, so we give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
So
said some good shit.
First off, Pete, happy holidays for sure. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to all of our pillagers out there. Hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't even talk about Thanksgiving.
I know, right?
Should we take a brief respite and talk about that?
Yeah,
How was your Thanksgiving, man?
It was good. It wasn't as big as it normally is. There's a lot of things going on within the family, man. A lot of health issues and other things going on. So everybody kind of did their own thing this year.
Okay.
So hopefully Christmas we can turn that around. Because I'm big on family, man. I like to see, the 40, 50 heads up in the household, even if it is hot and stuffy and shoulder to shoulder, whatever, man. It's all love, and you're there to celebrate with your family, and that's what's important. So, but we did a little small thing at my mom's house. It was just kind of, our immediate family. And then we headed over to my lady's parents' house, and we finished off the night there. They had dinner around 5:30, 6 o'clock. So, yeah, it went good. It went good.
Show.
A lot of food, bro. I was stuffed.
You ate twice same day?
I ate twice, bro.
Same day.
Twice. Yeah, but listen, once you get to that second household, bro, I mean, the food doesn't even look appetizing, bro. But you got to throw something on your plate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to put something on the plate. I was like, you know what? Let me get a little spoonful of these mashed potatoes, man. Let me get a little spoonful of these yams. Let me get a little bit of this dark meat here, and then we'll see. We'll play. Oh, I've got to grab some green beans too, man.
Okay.
The green beans with the fried onion on the top. That was pretty good. So I had to get a little spoonfuls of each, but bro, there was zero room, bro. I was sweating, bro. I had the sweats going already. I was breathing heavy, and I'm like, oh, man, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get through another dinner, man?
You're gonna have to go in yoga pants next year. Some stretchy.
Yeah. That's the other problem, right? You always gotta show up. You gotta dress decent, dress nice for Thanksgiving dinner, right?
Yeah.
I went in those fucking skinny black jeans, bro, and I was hurting, bro. I was like, this is a bad idea, bro.
That's a bad move.
I shouldn't have worn these skinny jeans, man.
A couple things to your story. First off, when it's hot and stuffy and packed inside, it's just a great excuse to take a walk with your cousins. Wink, wink. Everyone knows about that walk.
Yeah. Hey, let's go. Let's get some fresh air, bro. It's kind of hot in here, dog.
Yeah, it's a good excuse.
A little fresh air. Let's walk to the park, dog.
Secondly, the yams are the hardest thing to put down when you're already full.
Oh, yeah.
That's the hardest thing. And depending on
starches, bro. Starches, period.
and it really depends on how your family prepares the yam or the sweet potato. If they go the full-on marshmallow route, that's a tough second round.
Yeah. No, you know what they did? They did 2 versions. They did like a creamed version. Then there was like a little diced version of the yam with a little bit of cinnamon, and it was good. It was good. I had the diced one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
And then third, I was gonna say third. I had to go in the 501s, man. They're one size bigger than the other jeans in my closet.
Yeah.
'Cause, 501s should be.
See, I wasn't even. I should have been thinking, bro.
Them button flies, man.
I should have worn my bigger jeans, bro. I should have said, you know what? This calls for fat boy jeans, bro.
Yeah.
Got to bust out the bigger than normal jeans, bro. You gotta bust out those old 36s that you had hiding in the closet.
Yeah.
Put those big boys on. They're a little baggy. That's what belts are made for.
Yeah.
Then
The baggy in the morning.
yeah, they're baggy in the morning, but they're gonna be tight in the afternoon, bro. So then you just unloosen the belt and it helps out. But not with these damn skinny jeans, bro. They were just choking my shit.
Here's
choke down there.
Here's a pro tip. The button fly, you can undo the top button, fold them bitches back.
There you go.
You get a little more breathing room.
You do that rollback.
Yeah. Yes.
You like that teenage girl with the shorts, the PE shorts, bro. They rolled up the top of the,
Not like
the
that.
elastic to make the shorts shorter and shit.
Not like that. Yeah, I went with the full-on cut-off sweat shirt top and the rolled sweatpants. No.
Oh man. Classic.
My Thanksgiving was good. We had Thanksgiving at my brother's house, which is always interesting. Very interesting dynamic there. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I love my brother, so I was good to see my brother. Saw my mom, saw my aunt, my dad, obviously my niece, my in-laws over there. The dog. There was a lot of dogs. There's like 5 dogs, and I'm a dog guy, so I love that.
Right.
I love dogs.
Right.
You like dogs?
I like dogs.
So that was cool. The food was actually really good. They did 2 turkeys. My brother smoked a turkey.
All right.
White meat, a little bit dry. It's the first time I thought it was really good. Dark meat was excellent, perfect. You can't go wrong with dark meat, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I heard you give a shout out to dark meat.
Yeah, dark meat. I had to get that dark meat.
Yeah, always tasty. But they slow cooked another one, juicy as all hell. So that was good. That was really good. My sister-in-law has this tradition. Nobody in my family prays before dinner ever. That never happens.
They just let in. They just let off on that dinner, bro.
But Thanksgiving and December, Christmas, we pray.
Okay.
And it usually goes with I need everyone in the kitchen. I need everyone in the kitchen right now. And of course there's a million side conversations going on, And it's like, excuse me, everybody, I need everybody in the kitchen. I need everyone together. We're going to say a word.
I need everyone in the kitchen right now for prayer.
Yeah. It escalates something like that.
Yeah.
Catch my drift.
Yeah.
All for the name of the Lord.
In my household, you'd be getting yelled at and being called the sordo. It's like, pinche sordos. Vente pa acá. That's what it is, man.
Those are heavy words, bro.
Yeah, man. What are you, deaf? Jazz in the kitchen. About to say prayer.
So I know our intentions are great. Maybe work on the inflection a little bit, Karen. But no, it's great. My brother, my sister-in-law, they do a lot of work. They've taken on all the holidays, so much respect to you guys. And man, if you're getting together with your entire family and you're not a little bit stressed out, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
It's just part of the environment.
Yeah.
So that was Thursday. The food was excellent. And then Friday, actually, my girlfriend's family had to celebrate Friday because not everyone can make it Thursday. Someone had to work. And so I had second meal on Friday, which was great. I had more great dishes over there. One thing I got to say to y'all, shepherd's pie with no meat and sweet potatoes, that's not shepherd's pie. That's sweet potatoes.
That's sweet potatoes.
With a vegetable medley.
Yeah.
That's much. Put some ground turkey in there at the very least.
You got a turkey right there, bro. Just throw some of that shit in there.
Something. But I will say that they were delicious. The sweet potatoes took the cake at my girlfriend's house. The turkey was the winner at my brother's house. The stuffing was fire also at my lady's house.
There you go.
And the pie was excellent at both houses.
Yeah.
I cooked them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
But that was good. I want to say right now before we get back to the calls, because I almost forgot what segment we're in. What's your favorite side dish?
Stuffing, bro. Hands down. My mom's stuffing out of the park, bro. Yeah. I don't fucks with anybody else's stuffing.
Do you put gravy on your stuffing?
Sometimes.
Okay.
Depends.
All right.
If I'm in the mood, the gravy's floating around, I just throw a little bit on there. But it's not necessary.
Not
on my mom's stuffing, bro.
That's good.
No, hell no.
That
shit's moist. It's got plenty of flavor. It holds its own, bro. I'll fucking load up a whole goddamn plate of just stuffing, bro.
I like the stuffing. It's hit or miss, though. It can go real bad. It can go real bad.
It can.
My sister-in-law had a good stuffing. I should say the top layer was good. I like a little bit of crunch on that top layer.
Okay.
But at the bottom, I think she used too deep of a casserole dish because it got real mushy at the bottom. But the top was good. I like stuffing too. If I got to go favorite side dish, we didn't have it this year. Mac and cheese is quickly becoming a Thanksgiving staple.
We had mac and cheese. My lady made mac and cheese, bro.
Okay.
She was like, you know what? I'm going to make mac and cheese for both households. I'm taking big-ass trays of mac and cheese to both households.
I like it.
And that's what we had. We had that mac and cheese.
This is the first year I didn't do a mac and cheese. I need to get back on that next year. I usually do like a 3 cheese. Not no fancy cheeses, but a 3 cheese. And to finish it off, I put the crushed goldfish crackers on top.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you need that texture.
That's fire right there.
It's pretty good. And like I said before, mac and cheese is a highly overrated dish, but when you do it right, it's fantastic. So that's good. I appreciate you, lady, for holding it down.
Oh, yeah. She held it down.
Mac and cheese on Thanksgiving, it's like the new side dish.
It is. It wasn't something that's not been a staple in my family, right? We got so many other things that are outside of the box too. You got the ceviche that shows up around the household, and you got 3 different turkeys. And when it's the whole family, bro, you got shitload of food. So it's coming from everywhere. There's so many of the regular dishes that already get made that people just start coming up with shit, you know?
Yeah.
So in the past, I've taken pork tenderloin, made a pork tenderloin roast, and I've taken that. That was fire. Yeah. But my lady, at their house, they do the mac and cheese. They do it on a regular basis. So she made the mac and cheese for both houses this time.
Well, they're from Atlanta, right?
Well, they lived in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
They're from Cali originally.
Okay.
But she lived most of her life out there in Georgia before she moved out here too.
They picked that mac and cheese up out in Georgia. That's for sure. I got to go stuffing too. I think traditional side dish stuffing's my jam. I like the stuffing. Yeah, I went full carb loaded all weekend. Yeah. Here's the thing.
You damn right you did, bro.
The office is doing a weight loss contest. Some of us have more to lose than the rest of us.
Yeah.
I'm maybe somewhere in the middle. I'm doing okay for myself. I'm not saying I'm Skinny Pete over here. But I'm also not Combo. And those are Breaking Bad references. But, I'm also not quite Turtle either. There you go. Somewhere between Skinny Pete and Turtle.
There you go.
But I thought to myself, what's a good strategy? Because we're doing our first weigh-in on Monday. So I'm going to bulk up all weekend.
There you go.
So I got something to lose.
There you go.
Going into the next week.
I like it.
I'm not going to win the game, but I'm going to stay in the game.
Hey, man, you never know. You might just be more committed than others.
What I should have done was bake 6 more pies and started bringing those into work every day. That's what I should have done.
You just unload them into the...
Yeah. Who's chopping off these pies?
I'm just going to leave this here. Help yourselves. Help yourselves.
These are homemade now. Don't let them go to waste. Yeah.
It's because I love you guys.
Vara Warner during the break said he wanted a preview of the Crow's Nest. There's your preview of the Crow's Nest right there. Get way off topic. Back to the callers. Pete, happy holidays again. You're right. JFB went full Alex Jones, but you could not completely disagree with him, as we mentioned last week. As far as you I think I got this right, saying Derek Carr, his comments about wanting to go out there and win and who gives a damn about the draft pick. That's where I'm at, man. Who gives a damn? We were picking 3 times in the first round. Go win a game, God damn it.
Yeah.
Give me something to cheer for. So I disagree with you there, but I respect where you're coming from. I get it. I understand how you got there. And then as far you called in on Friday, said the key was to move the ball against the Ravens defense and contain Lamar Jackson. Newsflash: we did not move the ball or contain Lamar Jackson, but thanks for playing.
Better luck next time.
But no, seriously, Pete, we do actually look forward to your calls. Very clear, well enunciated caller, and very well educated. We like Pete. Keep calling, man. WAP, on the other hand, I have no idea what the fuck you said this week, but that does not mean I don't appreciate it. Also entertaining, even when I can't understand.
Yeah. It's always entertaining. It's even more entertaining because we couldn't understand.
Did WAP seem unusually down? I was like, we're 2-9.
WAP's going through it, bro. Okay? Yeah. WAP's going through it right now. I feel you, bro. We're with you. We understand. It's painful, man. No one likes to see this shit. This is a shit sandwich. No one likes them. I don't like to have a shit sandwich.
No.
Not with coffee. Not with chelas. Okay? I don't want it. Okay? Keep that shit sandwich away from me. All right? We understand, man. This is not cool. Losing sucks. We get it. But there's some things. There's some things out there, bro.
Here's a throwback question. What kind of cheese do you put on your shit sandwich?
It don't matter, bro. Don't matter because this is a shit sandwich. Is the cheese really going to make a difference? No. Shit stinks, bro.
Yeah. I'd probably go with like a nice Munster, something real stinky.
Speaking of Munster, my lady put a little Munster on the mac and chease, bro.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
a little tang to it, huh?
Put a little tang.
A little wang on that mac and cheese.
Wang tang.
Last, certainly not least, Bobby Wasabi with the Royal Call-In, always joining us on the live feed, however, with some nice witty comments. But he shows up on the hotline this week. I know you're a big Mo Hurts guy, and Mo Hurts got hurt today. I'm trying to look. Unfortunately, when you Google Mo Hurts injury, all you get is like 1,000 links about his heart condition.
Right.
So no updates there. I'm sure we'll hear something tomorrow, if not certainly by Wednesday. Very different look when he went down. You're right. I mean, not that we were getting the most amount of push, but there was zero push after that point. He does absorb a double team now. He does command respect now. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. And Doug Martin, no longer the muscle squirrel, according to Bobby. He's back to being the muscle hamster. Hey, man, we told you. Be patient on Doug Martin. If the coaching staff sees it, I don't think they were selling us wolf tickets, man.
Nah.
So it's good. It's good. There's one thing the staff did not, quote unquote, lie to us about.
JFB.
Yeah. Just fire, baby. But that's the caller segment and the Thanksgiving segment, which we probably should have covered in the intro. I don't know. But that pecan pie just ran right through that first segment, bro.
We did. We did. We were high on coffee and pecan pie, man. It's too much sugar, bro. We couldn't concentrate.
It's running through my veins right now. But we got to take a short break because we got everyone's favorite caller, Raider Cain, coming on.
Oh, yeah.
You ready for that?
Yeah.
Be ready for that.
I'm ready, bro.
All right, we'll be right back with Raider Cain.
Yep.
And we're back with Cain's Corner, sponsored every week by NFLshop.com. Go on PJ4F.com, click on the NFLshop.com banner. When you click through and make a purchase, we get a little bit of that pie, that pecan pie.
That pecan pie.
And it keeps rum on board our ship. Every pirate ship needs a big stock of rum, especially in a 2 and a 9 season. So please help us out. Go to NFLshop.com and click through. And for tomorrow only, for those of you listening along live or early Monday morning, they got a Cyber Monday special. It's 25% off the entire website and free shipping over $39. Use the code SHIP39. That's all caps, SHIP 39 for 25% off and free shipping over $39. Welcome back to the show, Cain. It's been a minute. It's good to hear your voice again. How you living, brother?
I'm living cool, man. Just enjoying the holiday weekend and, just getting ready to get back out here to the workforce, man,
So Che and I just talked about our Thanksgiving meals, and I said I should have saved that for the intro, but now that I think about it, we should have saved that for you right now. But we're going to let you get in here. I know you are a fine connoisseur of all things edible and not a bad cook yourself. So, Cain, how was your Thanksgiving? What did you eat? What were the highlights? What were the lowlights? Give me the full wrap-up.
Actually, it was all good, man. I had turkey and, stuffing or dressing, whatever you want to call it, and mashed potatoes, gravy, ham, greens, macaroni and cheese, potato salad, all kind of shit, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yams. Somebody attempted to make green bean casseroles.
Was it watery?
Yeah, so,
was it watery?
Huh?
Was the casserole watery? Was it green bean?
It was dry.
It was dry.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, like they didn't put enough whatever because I don't really eat it, but I mean it just didn't look like the traditional. It just didn't look right, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it just didn't look dry. So,
pro tip for those of you out there: if your green bean casserole ain't thickening up, make it a day in advance. Let that thing set up in the fridge a little bit.
Oh,
if you're making it day of and you ain't got a thickener, you ain't got cornstarch, reach for them instant mashed potatoes.
There you go.
That'll thicken every sauce every time.
There you go.
And it's a delicious flavor. That's a pro tip for you.
there you go.
And make sure you dry out your beans. There's a lot of moisture in vegetables. You can dry out your beans by pre-salting them ahead of time or soaking them and letting them dry.
Oh, pro tips.
Don't wait till the last minute, folks. It's the holidays. Be prepared. Cain, did you make any dishes yourself this season?
Some macaroni and cheese.
There it is, right there. What goes in your mac and
dressing.
cheese? You did the dressing too. So now a lot of people don't understand that there's a difference between stuffing and dressing. Cain, do you know the difference between stuffing and dressing?
Yes, there is a difference between stuffing and dressing, and it's a cultural thing. You know, for me, growing up being African American, we had cornbread dressing, and we called it dressing. And you have you have cornbread basically with stuffing mix, which is essentially croutons.
Mm-hmm.
And then you mix that with the Trinity. You get the Trinity, and which
is carrots, onions, and celery. For those of you guys,
bell pepper, onions, and celery. You get that, and you saute it in some oil, and you break down the cornbread. You crumble it up. You put the croutons in there. You put the sauteed veggies in. You add a can of cream of mushroom soup, a can of cream of chicken soup to moisten it up. And then if you've already baked the turkey, you use about, depending on what size dressing you're making, you use the broth from the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
But if you haven't already baked the turkey, then you can just use chicken broth, a nice good chicken stock. And then you stir all that up. It's gonna look like slushy mess. You stir it up real good, and then you flatten it out like cornbread. Bake it in the oven on 400 with the top on it, and take the for about 40 minutes, take the top off and let it brown up and crispen at the top, for the last few minutes. And that's dressing, and then stuffing is made with essentially like, somebody had like, some people use French bread, some people, it just depends. Some people use French bread, they dice it up in big chunks. And then you still have, you still can use the croutons, and some people use apple juice, some people use chicken broth, some people put sausage, and you still have some veggies in it, but it doesn't have the cornbread base, so it's kind of a light, airy, like stovetop stuffing essentially, you know what I mean? So
yeah, and the stuffing typically would go inside the turkey. The dressing goes around the turkey, outside the turkey.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. Thanks for breaking down the difference, because those two terms get kind of swapped and thrown around.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference.
Yeah.
And thanks for breaking it down. You're the guy to do that. The other thing is, I heard you got a fire mac and cheese recipe. Do you want to lay that on us?
You know what? I posted it online, but essentially it's very simple. It's very, very simple. You get a pound of macaroni noodles. You want 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, 8 ounces of Monterey Jack, 8 ounces of Asiago cheese. 8 ounces. I'm sorry, what?
No, I said, because that Asiago, bro. That's the one right there. That's one of my favorite damn cheeses right there, bro.
Yeah. And then I like to put mozzarella. Some people like to use Parmesan. So, I would say 8 ounces of Parmesan or 8 ounces of mozzarella, whichever you prefer, or you could put both. It doesn't matter. Just 8 ounces, and then you boil your noodles, drain them, put it in a bowl because it gets kind of messy. You're going to need a 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. So what you do is you boil your noodles, drain it, put it in a bowl, add all the cheeses, add the evaporated milk. You add 3 tablespoons of butter, stir all that up and get it all mixed up in the bowl, because if you try to do it in the dish that you bake it in, you're make a mess.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you stir it up in the bowl and you put it in the dish and bake it. Now, what you're essentially doing is cutting out the bechamel sauce or whatever you would make, like if you would make a roux or whatever. You just basically, you made the roux inside the mixture. So once it bake, it's all going to bake together anyway, just like it would as if you made a roux and poured it over the noodles and added the cheese.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's just you cut a step out because you put it in the oven. And I put a picture of it on the internet. I got like almost 800 likes on that bitch. I was like, damn, you know what I mean? People was asking for the recipe, you know. So, but yeah, it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good, easy, very simple recipe. Is not nothing hard, man. You know, and I bet you some of the best chefs out here like it. If I add a little bit chefy to it, like maybe put some chips on top of it or something like that. But it's just pretty simple, you know, and it's tasty. So
it sounds fucking delicious, bro. Maybe you bring that shit to the fucking tailgate next week.
I could do that, man. I could do that, but we just never had really nothing to go with it. Like, you know,
got that salad, bro.
Macaroni and cheese. I need some ribs. I need some ribs and some greens, some potato salad, some macaroni and cheese, some barbecue chicken or something.
I feel you.
You know,
I feel you.
I just found the mac and cheese post fire, man. That looks good. And that's my thing is a lot of times mac and cheese too runny. The shortcut you take by cutting out that bechamel helps that bechamel essentially set up a lot quicker.
Yeah.
You don't have to bake the shit out of your macaroni and cheese to get that thickness. And let that puppy sit for a while. Don't serve it hot right out the oven. Let it sit up a little bit.
There you go.
Let all those flavors congeal together.
There you go.
Cain's doing it right. I don't need to tell him. He already knows. Cain, man, let's get into the game today. Some good going through that first half. We look decent. I think you said on the chat, decent is a good word for it. And in the second half, the typical Raiders fall apart. We need an MVP from this game, though. Who are you going to give it to?
Oh my God, MVP from this game. I'm gonna say it was Doug Martin. Doug Martin had a pretty good game today.
Yeah.
Doug Martin had a good game today.
There it is, Doug Martin.
What he had, 15 rushes for 108 yards or something like that?
11 for 55. 11 for 55.
55. I thought we went over 100-yard mark. Okay. Well, yeah, he had a good game. I mean, essentially, in the first half, the whole offense looked great. I mean, for the first couple series, you know, and so, but then Doug Martin still continued to have a good game. I'm surprised he's still getting it going after, you know, being in the league for so many years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Doug could have probably broke 100 today if we had kept up in the game. But, you know, when the levee breaks, you got to abandon the run. You got to go downfield.
Yeah, averaging 5 yards a carry. You damn right you can get 100 fucking whatever, bro. Come on, huh?
Yeah, so, you know, situationally, he wasn't allowed to get there today. But, looking at the stats, obviously, I think he could. So that's a solid pick for MVP. I'm not going to argue with you on that. Again, a lot of folks to pick from this week. Who's your trash can player of the week?
Oh, my goodness. Trash can player of the week is the whole fucking team. The defense, where did the defense go? The offensive line took the afternoon off. You know, as a whole, I'm going to have to say Brandon Parker. You gave up 3 sacks in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So, you know, we can back up the trash can for him. He stood out. His play, allowing 3 sacks in such a short span of time, stands out in my mind right away when you want to talk about a trash can player.
To the same player, no doubt. To the same player.
Yeah.
So I'm with that. Cain, we're going to need a bigger truck.
Yeah. Fucking large. Bring that extra large, that double-decker fucking bus truck, bro.
Yeah, we're going to need a bigger truck. So next week we take on the Kansas City Chiefs. I think most folks probably have this down as an L. I told you last week, my hot take, it's a divisional game. Anything can happen, man. I think if there's any game that this team's going to get fired up for, it's this Kansas City Chiefs game. Cain, does this team have any shot at all at beating the Kansas City Chiefs next week?
Well, I mean, essentially, it's the NFL, so essentially every team has a shot to win every week. Look at the Browns. The Browns won. They beat the Bengals. Who would ever thought that? So, you know, you can say they have a chance to win, and you can also say it with some confidence because KC might be looking ahead to next week, to their next game. They might have They might not, take this team seriously. We're being looked at as the doormats of the NFL right now. So if we sneak up on we could possibly sneak up on the Chiefs. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but if this team practice and come to play, they can sneak up and win the game on the Chiefs.
And I think we've seen, obviously, the Chiefs only have 2 losses this season. The most recent one coming just last week at the hands of the Los Angeles Rams, who showed us to beat the Chiefs, you got to keep up with the Chiefs, and you got to hang in there through 4 quarters.
Yeah.
But if you had to take away any one weapon from the Chiefs, if you can pick one guy to shut down, whose name is not Patrick Mahomes, who's that guy going to be, Cain? I mean, who's the one weapon we need to eliminate next week to stay in this game?
We need to eliminate their run game, because right now, if they didn't have their run game is helping him. He's able to do what he does because he can use the run pass option with Hunt.
Right.
So if you take away their run game, then you take away that run pass option, and then he has to stand back there in the pocket and make plays. So if I had one player to take away from the Chiefs, it would be the running game.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's the bread and butter right there, right?
Kareem Hunt, man.
Get Kareem Hunt out of there, get them out of the rhythm, and force Mahomes to pass. I mean, it does not sound like a recipe for victory against the Chiefs, but, I mean, what are you going to do? Cain, I posed a tough question to Cain. I think he answered it as best as you can.
Yep.
And we've seen Mahomes can make mistakes. It doesn't seem to be happening very often, but you got to think that the staff has to have been watching this tape all season. Again, divisional rival. Strongest team in our division right now, arguably. So there it is right there. But it's we haven't done this in a while, but it's time to keep it real. So, Cain, we talked about this, and I know you're very emotional on this topic, so I wanted to bring it up. Let me set the table really quick, and I'm just going to let you go, all right, about this. I want to keep it real since it was versus the Baltimore Ravens this week. And we've been kind of waiting for this matchup for a while. The return of Michael Crabtree versus the Oakland Raiders. When Crabtree was not re-signed this year, even towards the end of last year, Rich Gannon kind of let the cat out of the bag that he was not going to be brought back. A lot of people very upset over the move. I thought myself, Crabtree seems to me doesn't want to be a part of this team. I doubt Gruden's going to bring him back. I would like to see him back, was kind of my stance. But I'm not going to be shocked if he goes, and I'm not going to really get hung up on it if he goes either.
Right.
Looking at his career stats, he's only been over 1,000 yards twice. Once with San Francisco, once with us. Those were kind of his tentpole seasons. So let's just set the record straight, because there's been a lot of Michael Crabtree versus Jordy Nelson comparisons. So I looked at the stats today. And again, I teased earlier in the show the headline going into one of these post-game wrap-up shows was Michael Crabtree burned his former team. Michael Crabtree today, 6 targets, 3 receptions for 21 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown coming on a play in which the defense was giving him a 10-yard cushion on the 5-yard line.
Yep.
So the defense, I really feel like, gave him that touchdown, the quick slant. Now, I'm not going to say that Crabtree's not a tough player. He's a tough player. But looking at the season stats, he's tied 2nd overall for drops in the NFL. I believe at 6. I don't know where that's at after today. I don't think he had any drops today. And he's 42 catches on 79 targets, so he's like at 52%. And this was only his 3rd touchdown on the year, so he's got 3 touchdowns on the year. And I think after today's 21 yards, he's at about 500 yards for the season. So he's on track to again finish with less than 1,000 yards, unless he goes crazy monster for the rest of the year. So I'm not saying Michael Crabtree's a bum. That's not my take. I'm not that extreme. I like Crabtree. I do have respect for him, but. And Crabtree says he has respect for the Raiders in his comments after the game today. I thought he handled that with class and dignity. But my statement is, this team is not hurting because of the absence of Michael Crabtree. And some people have sort of stuck to this longer than they even stuck to Khalil Mack's absence.
Right.
A lot of people obviously supporting at Cooper, and he's performing well too. But we're not going to get into that. But Michael Crabtree, definitely, I don't think is the reason for our offensive struggles this year.
No.
I don't know that if he was here this year would have gone much different. Is Derek Carr have a rapport with him? Yes. But last year we saw that didn't even matter.
Nope.
And then looking at Jordy Nelson's stat line, very similar. Less targets, less receptions, He's about 100 yards less than Michael Crabtree, same amount of touchdowns. I mean, you can stretch and say, well, on less touches, Jordy's done comparable. You can say he's more efficient. I don't want efficiency out of my wide receiver. I want game breaker ability. I want big plays. Neither one of these guys is delivering for either of their teams. So I'm going to call it a wash and say it's not helping this team. It's hurting this team. Crabtree leaving, it's no. I'm kind of at this point kind of blah on the matter. Now, Cain, you've stuck up for Crabtree in the past, but where are you now? Are you still in the camp that if Crabtree was here, it would translate to at least 1-2 more wins in the win-loss column, or how do you feel about that? Looking at Crabtree's year so far this season and what he's been able to accomplish or what he hasn't been able to do, what are your thoughts on Michael Crabtree not with the silver and black now?
Oh man, well, if you're gonna look at the situation and you say, okay, neither guy is helping their team, I'm gonna say right now Michael Crabtree has been healthy, and he is a red zone threat. I believe his 3 touchdowns are all red zone touchdowns. So if you ask me, would he bring us a win now? Would he may have been open in the red zone in the fourth quarter when we needed him? Them first three games of the season. Maybe. Yeah. Jordy Nelson ain't playing, though. I mean, and he's thinking about his last, it was rumored, he was angry and about to retire. So his whole attitude has soured just as well as you said it wouldn't. Yeah, he was the leader he was coming here to solidify the receiving core or the receiver group, and he was going to help Amari Cooper. Well, Amari Cooper got traded. Jordy Nelson is hurt, and Michael Crabtree scored a touchdown today. Now, I mean, would it does it transcend to us winning 2 more games? I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't answer that question. I can say is Michael Crabtree is healthy and Jordy Nelson is playing decoy on the football field right now.
Yeah, he's not a very good decoy. He had 0 targets today. Didn't even make the stat sheet today. So to your point, I would say if I were to point at one game on the schedule where we missed Michael Crabtree, I'm looking at that Miami Dolphins game where Jordy actually had a good game, but in the red zone, we struggled in that game. Yeah. Obviously, as you know, Derek Carr threw that pick, trying to get it to Martavis Bryant. By the way, Chris Townsend, it's Martavis Bryant. Not to put you on blast, Townie. I love your show. I listen every night, every week, but it's not Martavius. If I were to look at one game on the schedule, that Dolphins game definitely shows up to me in a game where Crabtree was missed in the red zone. But you make fair points. I mean, Crabtree playing healthy. But looking at the stat sheet right now, neither player really, giving their team an edge. But I hope that we can at least look on the stats and make it a little bit easier to swallow that Michael Crabtree isn't here. And I think the reason why I soured on him was just his attitude down the stretch, not being composed. But you put it back. You put it back on me with Jordy Nelson. The rumors that he didn't want to be here. I've heard that rumor attached to several names, Doug Martin actually being one of them. I've also heard it being taken out of context, just saying, I need to get the hell out of here, before the press conference starts. Right. But it is what it is. I mean, it could be very well that. Jordy, to me, I tried to stick up for him at the beginning of the season. Just looking at him and listening to him in his post-game pressers and in training camp, he seems still kind of like he doesn't want to be here. He's, why the fuck did I – why am I not in Green Bay? Right. What happened? Right. Where's Aaron Rodgers? Right. So, I mean, I think he's a little bent on that, and he should be. I mean, I think when I think of Jordy Nelson, I don't think of the Raiders. I do. I think of the Green Bay Packers. Mm-hmm. I really do. Mm-hmm. He's one of those guys. So that's what it is right there. Okay, man, what do you got going on for the rest of the week? Are we going to see you at the tailgate this weekend?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll be there. We doing the show, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, we're doing the show.
Yes, sir.
I'll be there. I'm bringing some food. Maybe, last time, man, I brought them damn sausages, bro. I didn't get one. I mean, I didn't get one. And the cold part about it is Dutch, one of the pillagers from the block, he brought some bratwurst. I hate bratwurst, bro. Oh. But they look like those sausages that I bring. You know what I mean? They look exactly like them when you cook them. So they was like, oh, yeah, it's a whole bunch of them left over there. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I grab one and I'm eating it, and I'm like, this don't taste right. Maybe they didn't know how to cook it. You know what I mean? Like, and now you know, we polished off a bottle of New Amsterdam, so I'm
Yep.
too. So I'm drunk. So anything, you know what I mean? I'm gonna just mash on it, right? So I mashed on 2 of them, thinking I mashed on 2 of them with the taste in my mouth, like, ugh, this nasty. But I'm thinking it's the shit that I brought. So I get in the game. And I'm talking to Dutch. I'm like, yeah, man, I brought those sausages. Man, I was eating it. One didn't taste right. He was like, oh, maybe you had a brat. I brought some brats. I was like, oh, man, I feel like throwing up right now. So this time, man, I'll make sure I use our grill.
There you go.
And I'm gonna do it after the show, and I'm gonna take my time and hook them sausages up.
There you go.
This time.
There you go. There you go.
So, for those of you listening that don't know what bratwurst is, it's a German sausage.
Yeah.
It's a Bavarian sausage with veal and pork, preferably pork. If your bratwurst has beef in it, you bought the wrong one. I highly recommend Johnsonville bratwurst. Don't buy the beer and brats package. Okay, you got to do it yourself. A lot of people don't like brats because they do have a very straightforward, almost plain flavor to them.
Yeah.
Well, you compare it to like the Italian sausage that Cain brings that's made by hand in a local deli. Absolutely fire. Italian sausage has a fennel. It's got herbs in it. It's got a bright flavor. It's layers of flavor in your mouth. Italian sausage has a complexity, as a depth to it that bratwurst doesn't have. But this is how you make bratwurst. It should not look the same in the pan. What you got to do ahead of time, get yourself a nice big soup pot or kettle. Chop up like at least 2 yellow onions. Chop them coarse, big and thick. You're not going to eat the onions. You might scoop them on your dog after the fact,
right? With
a slotted spoon. Fill that thing with onions, and don't use water. Use some shitty beer from the Midwest. Milwaukee's Best, Miller, Pabst Blue Ribbon. You just fill that vat with beer, and you got to boil those sausages off. You got to parboil them. They will turn white. And then you set them off in the pan. Just let them cool down, wrap them up, take them to the game. The other thing, if your bratwurst burst open, if it blisters and it burst open, just throw that bitch away because you did it wrong. They should just kiss the grill. You're just reheating the bratwurst. You already cooked them. Yeah. You already boiled them. It's fine. I know a lot of people don't like boiled dogs. I don't either. But you boiled them in beer.
Right.
And then imparts a flavor, a bitterness, an acid that cuts through. And it gives you that depth. And that's the way we do it out in the Midwest. This is like my family, my dad's side of the family. The German, they're Midwestern Germans. So I like bratwurst, but if you don't do it right, it's a blah sausage.
Right.
It sucks.
So don't put it on the grill.
Don't put it on the grill. You just want to boil them in beer and onion, and they hit the grill just to get reheated, get a little grill mark on them, and pull them off. When you see them start to blister up, and you see you can hear the sausage burst open and hiss, get them right off the grill. Because if you lose all that good juice, that veal and that pork, that nice fatty juice in there,
it's the whole point of boiling them.
It's the whole point. You missed it. So just get them cooked in a
swear,
pot.
Bro, them sausages did not take. I can't do brats, but okay,
I hear you.
got you. I feel you. You know.
Maybe we'll try it my way sometime, and if you still don't like them, you're entitled to that. They're not for everybody, man. I don't like knockwurst. Knockwurst is like an English sausage, where I would say it's German, but it's big in England. I don't like them bitches.
Yeah.
I think they're bland, but I love bratwurst. I grew up with them. I love Italian sausage. I love chorizo.
Yeah, you're damn right, man.
I just like
that shit on everything.
It's like cured meats.
Yeah.
Chorizo.
Yeah, no, those sausages that I bring, they not Italian sausages. They hot links. They homemade hot links, but they taste sort of like Italian sausages, but they are handmade, homemade hot links. I'm gonna bring some this Sunday. I'm gonna bring some this week. I'll bring some more and hook it up.
Make sure you get yours off the grill, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that way you know.
Everybody was saying, everybody was asking me, hey, where'd you get them sausages at? But, like I said, I thought it was them, but it was brats. So that was fucking funny.
Yeah, those links are good. They're not like your typical hot link you buy at the store. Them bitches is trash.
Right.
And you cut into them, you see the big cubes of grizzly fat inside. That's garbage. These are good. These are good. So my bad. I thought they were Italian because they got that fennel hit. And I think I even bit into a small piece of rosemary in there, or I could be wrong, but fresh herbs in the sausage in the link, so that's good. Man,
they good. Yeah, they got a little. They got a little bit of all that, but they just call barbecue hot links.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's give them a plug. Where are you getting those from?
Taylor's Homemade Sausage at Swine's Market in downtown Oakland.
All
There
right.
you go.
It's a real
Right
deal.
there across from, if you're familiar with Oakland, where the Warriors practice in downtown Oakland, right across the street from there.
All right.
Shit.
Good. Yeah, bring them. Bring extra because I like them too. Man, if all we do is hot links, I'm cool with that. I might bring some asada too, like I did last time, or maybe just some snacks. But let's do that. I got some old friends coming out to the tailgate, so we got to show them how we do it.
Yeah, and we also got a lot of the
Sound
pillagers.
good.
The followers are trying to come out too, man.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's
that.
been people hitting us up asking if we're gonna be out at the game. I'm like, hell yeah, we're gonna be out at the game.
Yeah,
Come on now.
Raider I'm looking forward to seeing Raider out there. I haven't met him yet, so that's gonna be cool. Yeah, man.
I was in a fog the last game. I was so lit after we did the show, bro. I was people coming up to me like, yeah, well, I'll follow you on Twitter, at the tailgate, and they was like shaking my hand and shit, man. I was so drunk. I don't even remember, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, we start drinking at like 8:00 in the morning.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Damn. I was like, shit. And then, I told you, like, from kickoff till, like, I woke up in, like, the third quarter.
Yeah.
I was knocked out sleep the whole time, man.
That's why I couldn't fuck with y'all, man. That's why I was like, I'm gonna have one sip of the Amsterdam. That's it, bro. I'm not going in like y'all, man.
I took a good hit off the bottle, and then about 10 minutes later, I looked down, and that bitch was half gone. I was like, damn, Cain. Pace yourself, bro. Pace yourself. But that's how we do it, man. We're savages. We're savages. We're fired up last week.
That's my drink right there, man. I gotta, you know what I mean? That's why I only get a small bottle, because if we get a big one, boy, I fuck around and may not make it into the game. Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Or worse, you end up on the other side of the freeway like me, bro.
Facts.
Man, I'm surprised I was surprised you was cool afterwards, man. You know what I'm saying, Kenny? You was drinking with me like shit. You know?
I fake it till I make it, bro. I just put on a good game face. Underneath, I was a hot mess, man. I was a hot mess. Yeah.
You were extra happy, though, when I was grilling up that meat and shit. You came over, you're like, I'm feeling good, dog. I'm feeling really good.
I was very happy. I was fired up, man. I was like the best tailgate ever last week. I didn't give a damn about the game. I had a good time before the game and after the game. I always like to hang out with you after the game, bro.
Hey, did guest 1, 2, 3 sit with y'all?
Yeah, he did, man. That was cool too. I knew he was gonna be sitting on our seats, but I was so lit when I showed up and I saw him there. I was surprised all over again.
Oh shit, it's guest.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that was cool. And then Che's gonna be sitting with you this week, so he's gonna keep you away.
Oh yeah.
I fear for your section because I know Cain's loud. I know you're loud.
Oh,
you know what, Che? Now that since you're sitting with me this week,
yeah,
I'm gonna show you where to get the best jalapeno poppers in the stadium.
Oh,
you know
that's what's up.
Yeah, we got a dump, but it's some hidden gems inside that dump.
Oh hell
that
yeah!
You can go to it and get you some good food. You just gotta find it. You know what I mean? You gotta find it. You gotta be a little bit like Inspector Gadget. Get out and look for shit. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But it's some hidden gems. So I'm gonna up you on the poppers, man. They got cheeseburger poppers, they got jalapeno poppers, they got corn dog poppers, fucking fresh out the. They so busy that they don't sit. They fresh.
That's what's up.
As soon as you order them, they made them just right then. You know what I mean?
I need to get over to your side.
I'm getting hungry, bro. I'm getting hungry over here, man.
Get them jalapeno hitters, bro.
Sunday can't come quick enough.
Nah, it definitely cannot. Cain, I can't wait to see you out there, man. Bright and early, we're going to do it all over again. So make sure you carb load or whatever you need to do the day before. Get some bread in your stomach and get ready because we're going to be hitting that bottle all over again.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm ready, man. Shit, I'm ready, man. Even though we ain't got much to look forward to, them tailgates keep me going, man. The tailgates keep me going, man. And that's and I hate to bring a sore spot up, but that's the part about them leaving Oakland that I think pisses a lot of fans off because even though we lose and people still gearing up to go out there and spend money on food and set up take the time to set up tailgates and had a parking lot lit, just as if we was going to the playoffs. So, I can see a lot of the bitterness with the local fans, and I'm a little bitter myself when it comes to that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to Sunday.
Word up.
There's not too many of them left, and we don't even know if we're going to be here next year. All odds point to us being here next year because, if you look at a team moving twice in 2 years, that costs a lot of money. And for those of you that don't know that, it costs a lot of money to move a team. And so for the Raiders to move to San Diego and then to move to Las Vegas, that'll be the dumbest shit in team history. First of all, it will cost Mark Davis way much more money than he probably has. And then second, you're moving twice in 2 years. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and look what's happening to the Chargers right now. I mean, there's nobody at StubHub anyways to watch them. I mean, there's a lot more politics around that, but there's a comparison there. I mean, there's a lot of Raider fans that are not happy about the move. So a midway move could spell disaster transitioning into Las Vegas. And to put it into terms that are more common, more layman's terms, if you sell your house, right, it's always tricky timing. If you sell your house, you're moving into a new house, you got money in escrow, you got your buyer's money in escrow. There's a lot of things to balance. There's a lot of folks that end up selling their house, can't get into their new house. Now they got to move into an apartment. They got to get all their stuff in storage, and then they got to coordinate that all over again. There's all these extra expenses that come along with it. It's basically what you're saying right now, and it's something that we have to avoid. Luckily, the news that we're hearing out of the organization is it's very likely that the Oakland Raiders stay in Oakland next year, pending this lawsuit. If the city of Oakland goes forward with the lawsuit, is probably a no-go. But I have not heard anything else on that front lately, so no news is good news. Cain, have you heard anything blown in the wind about this lawsuit?
Other than the fact that I don't think it's going to happen. First of all, the city don't have they're not going to, no, it's not going to happen.
All right.
I don't even would make a long story short. No, it's not going to happen. And then if they take Mark Davis $3 million and turn around and sue him, I will be pissed at the city for doing that shit. Yeah. Even though I want the Raiders to stay, that's childish, man. If they leaving, they leaving. They let them leave them alone. Let them play here. Let us enjoy these last few little home games we got for this year and next year, and then let us say goodbye and just keep it pushing.
Yeah.
That's just where I'm at right now.
I agree, man. I agree. Well said. And I think that pretty much wraps it up there. I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing you Sunday, and with that, I look forward to seeing you next season too, man. So take care, bro, and I'll talk to you during the week as we always do, and I'll see you out there in D-Lot, bro.
Yeah.
All right. Peace out.
All right, bud.
Peace, brother.
Always good to get Cain on, man. The energy he brings in the second half of the show always fires me up.
Yeah. Correction, though. You said D-Lot. We up in the A-Lot, bro.
That's right. We're in A-Lot.
We're in the A-Lot.
That's right.
But that's where the other party was, bro. That's where the other tailgate. That's where Hawaiian Raider.
That's right.
Is that in the D-Lot?
And see, I'm so brand new to having my own space, thanks to a Dirt Lot, and their crew and their generosity. Used to going over to D-Lot. So.
Yeah, we just don't want the listeners to get confused, man.
That's right.
Come out to the A-Lot, though.
We'll be in South A-Lot, I guess you can say. It's the north parking. Now I'm confusing people.
Yeah,
we'll be in the
confusing, Doug.
We'll be in the suite section of A-Lot towards the front, along the main aisle if everything goes right.
Row 4, A-Lot, right towards the middle aisle.
Yeah.
Where the bathrooms are and shit.
You can't miss us. We look the same in person as we sound on radio. Awesome. No, look for the banners.
Exactly, bro. Exactly how you imagine us. It's exactly how we look.
It's a good reason to watch the live stream so you can recognize us when you see us there in public.
That's right.
And don't act brand new when you see us, man. Some people are like, oh my God, Pillaging Podcast. Nah, we're just dudes.
Come up, give us that, man. Have some fucking beers.
We'll be out there drinking and grilling like everyone else. We just got microphones. It's no big deal. Just come out and see us. Everyone's family. That's a great thing about Raider Nation and the Pillagers. It's just all family. So I look forward to that, man. I've embraced where we're at in the season and just having fun where I can.
That's it, man.
Namely this show, sitting across from you.
That's it.
Talking to Cain, talking to our guests, and, of course, in the tailgate when we actually get to meet everyone in person and feel that brisk Oakland air.
Oh, yeah.
In the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's brisk.
It's
brisk in the morning, man.
Are you going to
the jackets up.
Yeah.
We were zipped up this past game,
We're
bro.
getting them nice Raider jackets on. Too.
Oh, yeah, real nice jackets.
You ready for shout-outs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Shout out to Chevy Raider. Shout out to Ryan, Louis Esparza, Will Echevarria.
Oh, there you go.
Andrew Erickson, some bloke. Shout out to Enrico, Blue Devil 65, Rach Redo, Raider Nation 040. Shout out to Joy Matt. She's looking for a serious man who's interested in a serious relationship. Not going to find that here, but good luck to you, Joy. Shout out to Julio Raider Lazy Ramirez.
Oh, shit.
I like that, Raider Lazy. That was me today, Raider Lazy, man. I was just chilling on the couch. Still in sweatpants, by the way. Again, shout out to Tiger Wood. I wish a tiger would. And James Barton, big shout out to Theodore Chatnoof. I think I'm saying your name right, Chatnoof. Thank you for the donation last week. It came in late during the show and to get you on the air, but we do appreciate that. Your donation is going to help us pay for distribution this month, so we appreciate that. Also, we got a new donation just came in right now from, I want to say his name's Vegan, Vigen, Badalion. A very generous donation. That's going to pay for next month's distribution all by itself.
There you go.
And a shout out to Kevin Lurker for your $5 donation, man. We do appreciate that very much.
Every little bit counts, bro.
Every bit counts, man. If you can only do $1, that we appreciate that. This money does not buy chelas.
No, it doesn't.
Che uses his own money for that.
That comes out of my damn paycheck,
He's
bro.
a grown-ass man.
And we don't get paychecks for this show.
Nope. And all that money goes right back into the podcast. So we do appreciate that. We're going to wrap up to some nice production upgrades for the video stream, hopefully going into this off season. So you guys are all helping us raise money for that as well. And we're going to kind of stow away as much of that as we can.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'd like to get ahead. But you got some shout outs?
Yeah, I got some shout outs over here, man. All right, just a few. Shout out to Raider Shane, Raider Sicko, and shout out to the hops that bind. Oh, yeah. Hops. You know I'm all about that IPA, dog.
You're a hoppy dude.
I'm a hoppy dude over here.
I'm starting to see a trend of more and more microbrews following the podcast.
You see that?
Can we get a sponsor?
Can we get a sponsor, man? That's all I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get a sponsor. It doesn't have to be that you're throwing cash at us. Send over some chelas, dog.
I'll never get tired of chelas.
No, never.
But I'm getting tired of these free plugs for all these fire beers that Che keeps pumping out.
Send them over, bro. You send over the chelas. I crack them open on the air, and we drink them, and we plug your beer.
Yep.
That's a fair shit. That's fair.
Tag your favorite microbrewery. Hashtag Chelas Conche.
Yeah.
Hashtag the Pillaging Podcast.
Hashtag send them immediately.
Let's get this trending. Okay. But that's it for this week's show, guys. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. Download the official Pillaging app available for iOS and Android. A lot of people still surprised we have our own app.
Yeah.
Go on your app store, search PJ4F, get the app. Everything is right there that you need. You don't have to rely on all these little shoddy, podcast apps and stuff. You got it all right there. The app's going to get a redesign too going into the off season with all the updated graphics and stuff too. So it's going to look good. I just haven't had time to sit down and do that. Also, shout out to our new sponsor, DC40 Custom Tees.
Oh, yeah.
.com.
That crispy tee.
Very crisp. This one I'm sitting on, again, the distressed logo because I'm distressed. But it looks sharp. We're going to be coming out with new designs as we move forward. But we got our own page on there. So go check out the Pillaging Podcast page. Check out the Just Win Ladies page. Get a Raider Cody t-shirt.
There you go.
We should have some Raiders Podcast Network shirts up soon.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe Dan, if you're listening, just consolidate all those tees under an RPM page so we can be under one roof.
Oh.
But he's doing a good thing over there.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes I'll just shoot a design over you. What do you think? I'll be like, nah. And be like, what do you think? I'm like, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just keep them coming. Just fire them. Fire them at us, man.
Please donate to the show. The link is in the profile of pretty much all of our social media and our YouTube page. And be sure to listen to our sister podcast, Just Win Ladies, and our new baby brother, Raider Cody.
Oh, yeah.
In the meantime, keep the wind in your sails and the rum in your mug and pillage on, Raider Nation. This has been a production of the Raiders Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stapler, joined as always by
Boy Chip.
And we out here.
Peace.
Go Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Like a freight train coming, you're blowing the town. success.